Another day, another dollar. Another day, another dollar. Shit. Another day, another dollar.
Salute.
Another day, another dollar.
Real.
I
ride for my dog.
I ride for my niggas.
I slide for my dog. I ride for my
Stay scheming. Niggas tryna get at me.
I ride for my
Stay scheming. Tryna get at me.
I ride for my damn.
Life's so short. Fuck. I don't wanna go to court. Fuck.
Got a budget for the lawyer though.
Fuck.
I'm on the run for the month. I'm in the bucket. Paid 200 for it. My little thuggin' even got me paranoid. I'm getting money, that's in any category. Double M, I got G's out in California. I ride for my dog. I ride for my I slide for my dog. I ride for my
Stay scheming. Tryna get at me.
I ride for my
It bothers me when the gods get to acting like the bras. Guess every team doesn't come complete with like ours. That's why I see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, that's all. Don't be ducking like you never wanted nothing. It's feeling like rap changed. There was a time it was rugged. Back when nothing reached, it was for the weapon. Nowadays, reach just to set a record. Spaghetti bolognese in a polo lounge. Me and my G from DC, that's how I roll around. Might look like, but we heavy though. You think Drake would put some shit like that? You never know. $1 million meetings in a polo lounge. Me and my man Oliver North, that's how I roll around. Shorty wanna tell me secrets by the rap. I tell that bitch it's more attractive when you hold it down. Kobe about to lose 150 M's. Kobe, my guy, hate it had to be him. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
You weren't with me shooting in the gym.
Tell Lucian, I said, forget it, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Bag her like we in Publix and take it out in public. Ordered it up filet, told him butterfly, she'll love it. She used to soda and nuggets, she really just started thugging. I'm just hitting my pinnacle, you
a pussy identical.
You like the finish line, we can't wait to run into you. But let me get my mind off that young rich mom. Getting mine off rap with my
I ride for my dog. I ride for my I slide for my dog. I ride for my
Stay scheming. Tryna get at me.
I ride for my
From the Uti coupe to that ghost dog. Bitches on the roof like ghost dog. The white Howard on the post dog. Got the powder through the post dog. Watch the body tilt when you hit the head. Lost Mills trying to beat the feds. 10 grams off my last 250 now. Big crib 250 down. Damn, gave my mag 7.5.
Somebody in the chat said if we got Call of Duty for PS. Yo, I'm not even going to hold you, bro. If I was to hop back on Call of Duty on the PS, that shit would be a lot of fun. Especially because they're the old ones. They're not this new shit, you know, where you're doing jump kicks off the wall and doing all types of, like, obnoxious bullshit. But I'm going to be honest with you, though. If we hop back on that shit, chat, there's gonna be some words said, because them lobbies is like back in 2008, bro. Everybody is popping in them lobbies. It's straight racism, people cursing each other out, talk about their mama sucking on whose dick. Yo, it's gonna be toxic in them lobbies, bro. But I'm definitely gonna be talking shit in there. And you know what we playing if we definitely hopping on COD? Search and Destroy. You know I'm not playing none of that team deathmatch. I'm on that shit playing Search and Destroy, bro. I love Search and Destroy. I'm in that shit like, yo, somebody plant the bomb. If you don't plant the bomb, whoo. You said I need that toxicity? Bro, gaming as a whole needs that toxicity. I hate it when people be like snowflakes, like, nah, man, come on, man, we need to be at peace. Hell no, bro. That's what low-key made multiplayer gaming boring for me, because there was like no more like chat lobbies where everybody could hear each other's voice and everybody got to talk. Now everybody got like distributed into squads or like Zoom groups. Everybody got distributed into Zoom squads, Zoom groups, and then you can't hear what anybody else has to say and shit. Hell no, now everybody talking in that bitch. You said I need my first gun, so I'm playing Kill Confirm to get into Search and Destroy. Bro, how much is the game? Plus, which Black Ops did y'all get? Is it Black Ops 1 or 2? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I definitely played the fuck out of Black Ops 1. You said they all talk shit, you talk shit back, bro, but I'm live, though. If they talk shit to me, they most certainly gonna call me a racial slur, bro, and I'm gonna have to stay quiet. That's the worst part, bro. That's the worst part, bro. It's like, I gotta stay quiet because I'm live, but, you know, deep down, I'm biting my tongue like, ooh, if I was offline, ooh, the shit that I would say to you, bro. Ooh. Ooh, I'd say some shit to you. Ooh, you know. Let me see. I'm checking in the PlayStation Store right now. But man,
in the game, my penthouse never 30. Got me thinking like 7-5.
Nikkei anniversary leaks dropped yesterday. Oh my gosh. Yo, so far, right, in the Nikkei event, it's like, I think I'm almost halfway into the part 2 story. So far, this whole Nikkei event is just Marciana babying the fuck out of Naga and Tia, and them getting mad like, yo, stop babying us. We're about to graduate. This wanted to, right? This had to be our graduation trip. And I'm like, bruh, is this what this whole event is about? You said they getting jealous and hating on a penguin. Oh, I don't think I went up to the part where like the penguins started bugging out. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was talking something about the penguins. Yo, Dinah, give me a sec. Oh, wait a minute. They actually got them on sale. They got Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 on sale. They actually got them on sale. Damn. Which Black Ops is everybody playing more, though? Black Ops 1 or 2? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm more of a Black Ops 1 head. Nah, bro. Black Ops would be insane. You're playing Black Ops 2? Is that the one that everybody's mostly on, Black Ops 2? That's insane, bro. Black Ops 2. Is that the one that everybody's playing where they're like hopping? Yo, I gotta see the maps in Black Ops 2, bro. Black Ops 2 got more players. You said I'm currently on the second half of Stardust Crusaders. You're in the second half. Stardust Crusaders is great, though. Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, right now, the only thing I could do with JoJo's is just read it and or wait for Steel Ball Run. Right? I could read Steel Ball Run or I could wait for Steel Ball Run to release, which should be like, I don't know, in the up and coming months. You said $40 for ports with $30 DLC. That's crazy. Why the DLC 30 doubloons? Experience the original Call of Duty. Released in 2012, now available on PS4 and PS5 for the first time. Brother. DLC is $10 for a limited time. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even know when my PlayStation Plus running out, cause right? They're gonna revoke that access away from me to go online when I cause I cancel my PlayStation Plus. I don't know when it's canceling though. You said I'm not buying ports with no crossplay. Oh, there's no crossplay? I thought it was gonna be motherfuckers like, you know, on PC, Xbox hopping on with me and shit. What? Oh, fuck that then. Never mind. I thought it at least had some crossplay. It's just PlayStation servers. Apparently if you have the DLC, you can't matchmake with those that don't have the DLC. That's terrible. Which means that that's going to be a good portion of people that you won't connect with, because a lot of people obviously didn't get the DLC. So the port sounds half-assed. I don't know. We're going to have to just wait and see, bro. We're going to have to just wait and see. W Skamaz. Hey, man, it's Activision. Maybach music. That song took forever to fucking finish. Holy. Oh, that's a banger right there. I just sent you a gift on Steam. What the fuck did you send me on Steam, bro? Oh, no. Let's pull the 2-seat out, baby. Bro, I have no idea when I'm ever going to play this game, NepNep, but I appreciate it. Mob it to the music. This is how we do it. Alright. Me and my baby. Yo, thank you, NepNep. What up, came back for you. I just needed time to do what I had to do. Caught in the life, I can't let it go. What's my opinion on PlayStation now? I mean, I like PlayStation. Look, here's my thing, right? PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation. Let me turn off the music because my brain is going crazy. PlayStation. I have the only difference of an opinion I have right now is them getting rid of the physical media, but it's nothing necessarily too crazy. I mean, to be honest, PlayStation, I haven't even subscribed my PS Plus. Like I said, I gotta find out when that shit expires. There's gotta be a way for me to find out. Play PSN. Will it tell me on my account itself how much time I have left? You said if I'm still getting Wolverine, I'm gonna have to see, bro. There's a lot of games, I'm not even gonna lie to you right now, that I personally have that's like waiting to be played. So I'm not like necessarily rushing to get that shit, you know? I haven't had PlayStation Plus in months. There's no games for me that I'm dying to play. That's what I'm saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's multiplayer games that I could play, but I'm not going to go insane having to play that shit, you know? You said I use my PS5 as a media machine for YouTube and Crunchyroll. I do that from time to time as well, depending on the day. PlayStation said fuck the fans. They kind of did. Not gonna lie, they kind of did. They said power to the players. They said fuck the players. Sheesh. Bro, this month we got the new Splatoon game coming out that I'm waiting for. I think the demos are out in the wild, but I feel like I don't need to play the demo because I kind of have a feeling of what the game is going to be. Why are the demos out in the wild and they're not out in the store? Like, why do I gotta go out in the wild to play a demo when they could post the demo online? You said PlayStation Plus games for this month. I think I did redeem them. Was it Space Marine? Let me see. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Bro, you know what I'm tired with Call of Duty? When they keep putting Captain Price's face on everything to make you feel like this sense of like, damn, I have to buy this game because Captain Price is on it. Because I'm not gonna lie, whenever they spam Captain Price's face in Call of Duty games, it's like they're specifically trying to talk to me because I grew up with Captain Price. So whenever I see Captain Price's face being used, I get like this little ick where I'm just like, yo, stop putting Captain Price's face on everything. Nostalgia baiting, bro. Like, that's what it is. I love Captain Price. Come on, man. But now they got bro on the cover of everything, bro, to make me feel like, oh, I have to get this game. I'm like, I don't. I don't got to get this game, bro. But they make me want to get it, though. Hold on. Let me go back to the communities. Mobbing to the music. This is how we do it.
Pink bottles of rose.
Rewind it. That song's a banger, bro. These guys haven't made any cool as fuck characters in ages. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I feel like we're in an era right now where people are scared to take risks on new stuff because they feel like it's going to instantaneously fail because nobody relates to it. But they keep on relying on shit that the millennials liked, and then they keep on making like reboots and reboots and reboots off the shit that the millennials like. You gotta play diced pineapples for this?
What good, homie? I sent you Paul word cause it's genuinely a good survival game and it would be great content to see your reaction to the game. And it has multiplayer to play with others.
Ah, you said it's a survival game like Minecraft? Thank you, Nep. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the 100 biddies. And thank you for Power World. No cap though, bruh. I've been on like this shit where like lately I've just been copping. You know what it is too, chat? I've been copping more physical media for the Switch more than ever. I don't know what it is, bruh. Any oldies that's Switch exclusive, I just been buying them. I gotta see if I could get some PlayStation games. The PlayStation games that I gotta get physically, in my opinion, is like Final Fantasy 7 Remake plus Intergrade. I gotta get Rebirth. I gotta get the other Final Fantasy game where, you know, the other one. I gotta get some. I only like to get physical games of games that are like really good and shit that's not multi-plat. You know what I'm saying? Final Fantasy 16, is that the one where like Joshua turned into a big bird or some shit? Where did you get Astral Chain physical? No cap, I got that shit at Walmart. I saw it on Walmart. And bro, mind you, chat, this game never goes on sale. I saw it go down for like, I think like 40 to 45 bucks. And I was just like, whatever, bro. Let me just fucking get it. Because I've been wanting to play that game for a long time. But I've never had the chance to actually cop it. You said, no way y'all got Walmarts? No, Walmart online, though. You think I physically walked to a Walmart? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So I got this bitch. And I ain't rushing to play it now. Whenever the time comes, just know we have it. Whenever the time comes, just know that we have it. Sir Lux said no shot. That shit is out of print damn near everywhere. What do you mean by that? What does out of print mean? Like it's gone? Like it's unobtainable? No more copies being made? I'm about to look in here now, like, because it still got the seal on it. I'm like, is my game in here? Hey, bro, at least I got it butt booty sealed. Oh. It's a good game. You said my introvert ass streamer never leaves the house. We got to get you some friends. Bro. I mean, today does look a little gloomy outside. It looks like it's about to rain. But, hey. Also, I should be going to Anime NYC whenever that shit happens. I'm looking forward to the Nikkei booth. Not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to the Nikkei booth. You said also been doing that. I'm trying to get every possible physical PS5 and PS4 game I can afford to. Problem is there's too many banger games coming out. low-key mad I lost my Astral Chain box, but I do have the cartridge. Man. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Unless you want to, like, display it and have it up somewhere. Anime NYC is August. Yup. The August. If anything, I'm probably going on Saturday. Friday, I'm like, Saturday is like the day to go, in my opinion. I feel like people only go on Friday when they want to be like early. You said ever since the whole Sony news broke, hella people have been buying Switch physical games. Switch, look, I'm not gonna lie too. I've been getting Switch physical games. Like if they're Switch 2 and they're on the cartridge, the second I see the game key card, I'm not getting it. The second I see it's a third-party game with a game key card, I'm not getting it. There's no reason for me to get Hades on the Switch 2 when I already got it on my Steam Deck. I only get Switch exclusives. So it has to be like, yo, Nintendo made this. Nintendo game. What's this? This shit's so silly. Boy, ain't no way, boy. What?
This nigga right.
Oh, I saw this clip. Yeah, this whole clip was disrespectful. The second, bro, I don't know, man. Sometimes when I see clips like that, I'm like, you should have beat the fuck out of this dude. The second he put his hands on your face the second time, you should have checked him. You should have been like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you on, bro? Why you touching me like that? He just kept getting touched in the face until they just started squabbling up. Switch 2 is the only company who still releases physical games. I mean, doesn't PlayStation as well? And Xbox, I guess. But Xbox right now, like, I don't know. When am I hopping back on Hades 1? It's on my Steam Deck. Yesterday, bro, I was playing Renaissance of Fate. And there's this one subquest that I cannot beat. It has, yo, anybody who played this game, bro, I gotta fight 5 of these fucking mobster-looking motherfuckers. And they're so strong. And it's like I can't kill them. And the only way I think I can kill them in the game is if I have like, it's some bullshit, bro. When you hop back on Hades, beat your ass. Hold on. Let me actually get my Steam Deck and like close out the game. Give me a sec. Yeah, you said I heard that game is hard? Hold on. Bro, the worst part, chat, I'm not gonna lie, is, the worst part is having too much handhelds. But I love having handhelds, bro. Like, I remember there was one day I was sitting in this chair, and I had my Steam Deck in front of me, my Ein Thor to my left, and my Switch 2 in my hands. And it's like, I want to play everything at the same time, but I can't, bro. That should be pissing me off. Like, sometimes I wish I was like Naruto. I'm like, Shadow Clone Jutsu, please. And then when we all come back as a collective, let us all have all the information of all this shit. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I need someone to help me with my emulation shit, bro. My brain is fried. The emulation shit does get a little crazy. Hold on, what was I gonna do?
89 booties NGL. I need to get a Vita charger so I can hack it. Trying to play P1.
Oh, on the PS Vita? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Now that you even mentioned that, Persona 1, I should download Persona 1 and 2 on my Ein Thor. That's what I should do. Bro, chat, remember when I was playing Persona 1? No, remember, chat, when I was playing Persona 2 on my Anbernic? Bro, my Anbernic broke. I don't know how my Anbernic broke. The screen just never came on again, bruh. And mind you, that was a nice little handheld that I had. The Anbernic was a good device, bro. But I don't know what happened. Look, chat, one day I had that shit in my backpack. I took that shit out another day, tried to turn it on, it didn't come on. I plugged in the charging port went in, the charging light is on. Hours pass, right? I come back, I hit the power button, doesn't come on. I think the fucking screen got fucked up. There's a Persona 1 and 2, he's lying. We know it starts at 4. True. It starts at 4, then it goes 3, then it goes 5. Where's this game, bro?
Well, consider it this way. You'll always have something to play. I find myself coming back Pikmin 1 and Super Monkey Ball for the love of the game.
Oh yeah, there's some games that are like that. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Al, for the 100 biddies. There's a lot of games that are like that, where it's like sometimes, you know, they hit that nostalgic itch, so then you just play it to just play it. I can't lie, that's me. I be doing the same shit. Those games with me is like, for example, Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Yoshi's Island, what game? Mario 64. 1,000 Year Door, but it's long.
Of course, none of these games tops Terraria for me. Hint hint nudge nudge.
This man said Terraria. Thank goddamn Al with 1,000 biddies. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies, bro. I'm trying to look at Renaissance of Fate real quick. Chat, what anime was I watching? Vinland Saga 2. Bro, part 2 so far is not bad. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. Right now, Thorfinn is just on depression mode. And I understand why he's like that. Because I feel like his whole purpose got taken away from him type shit. Where like his whole purpose was to kill Askeladd. And then, you know, it's like, well, season 2 is so good. Nah, look, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Vinland Saga, I can see why the show is controversial, because this is coming from a person like me who grew up going to church. Bro, the shit that they were talking about in that show, I was like, ooh. I'm like, ooh, they getting a little crazy with the religion, bro. Motherfuckers in that show was talking like, if there's a God, why is he committing all these atrocities to happen on this earth? I was just like, oh. I was like, nah, bruh. The way they talking in this show, bruh. If a person from church was to hear the way they were talking in that show, they'd be like, blasphemy. How dare you speak of our Lord and Savior this way? I was like, yo, nah, they going crazy. Yo, and then you saw Canute. Yo, you saw the balls that dropped on Canute, bro? Once Canute got that scowl, after you know, yo, I'm not even gonna hold you, chat. That part almost made me cry, bro. I did not think that part was gonna damn near make me cry. The part with Canute and the guy, where the guy treated him more like a father. Canute, the same voice actor as Giorno. Femboy to Chad, bro. Bro had his development. I'm not even gonna lie. In that time frame, bro, that was his canon event. He had to go through that. Especially like if he wanted to become king, there's no way that he would have been king if he was still like the little bitch that he was before. Like now this motherfucker, like, he 10 toes down now. He's just like, yo. And I like Thorkel. Thorkel the whole time like, yo, bro. Thorkel is like, yo, you still a bitch to me. I was like, oh my god, Thorkel is a handful, bro. That guy is a handful. He keeps getting better from here. Bro, and then you saw that one guy that Thorfinn is with where, like, he's a slave now. And that guy, his whole village. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I would hate you chat. You ever heard like that little terminology where people are like, yo, what anime would you hate to live in? And some people be like, yo, Attack on Titan. Some people be like, oh, I wouldn't want to be part of this universe in this anime. Bro, I wouldn't want to be part of Vinland Saga, bruh. Vinland Saga is terrible. You one day playing catch with your dad in a fucking beautiful ass like field of daisies and shit. You're just there like, come on, Dad, stop. Whole shit your whole shit just gets invaded by the Danes, bruh. Just a bunch of like ruthless motherfuckers. They won't even ask you questions. They just straight kill you. They just pop up in spears. Oh, stab, decapitate this motherfucker. Whoosh. All right, man. Chuck them in the side and burst them into flames, man. Burn the whole village. Burn the crops. Take all their shit, bro. Unless you're a farmer, then GG. Vinland life is not hard. Just be a good fighter and you'll genuinely be chilling. Look at this guy, Digital Kun, bro. Look at this guy, Digital Kun, just being like, hey, man, just be a good fighter and you'll be fine. Bro. Not everybody out here built like Thorfinn doing backflips and shit. And everybody built like Askeladd. Hell no. Just have aura. I'm not gonna lie though. What Askeladd did to the king was some gangster shit, bro. He said, you gonna attack whales? Then the king was like, yo, we either take whales or you give us Canute. He said, bitch, I'm about to take this shit. He said, bitch, I'm about to take this shit into my own hands. Askeladd a badass, bro. Askeladd cold, bro. Askeladd is cold. All right, hold on. Where's this game at? I'm not going to play it long, chat. I just want to show the bullshit that I'm going through in this game. Did I watch Ghost in the Shell? Nah, but is it any good? Is the protagonist sexy? We got some sexy shots. Hold on, let me see if this shit. Yes, sexy shots for sure. Really? Yes, and yes? Bro. Yo, speaking of sexy shots in anime, bro. This whole Nikkei event, bro, got me like, Everybody looked too good, bro. Cinderella got me like breathing deep. Marciana got me breathing deep. Like, what's going on, bro? They got me deep breathing muscle. Them characters is all sexy as hell, bro. Look, this is the bullshit I'm dealing with. Is my controller plugged in? Can I actually play this shit? Very cool. Very, very cool. Making pancakes. Making pancakes. We used to make games for fun, man, but now it's profit. Yo, the Coliseum in that game, too, is also so annoying, bro. You gotta fight so much people to accumulate a bunch of bronze coins just so then you could, like, get cool shit in the Coliseum. Like this game, they want you to grind at some points. Like, they want you grinding. But I'm like, man. Hoo-wee! Making pancakes. Whoa. What's up with the horses, bro? What's up with the horses? What's up with the horses? What's up with the horses? The horse behind Gold Ship is now so popular that it has... Wait, that his farm has suspended weekend fan visits? Big Red Farm is a working breeding farm, not a tourist attraction. What? Class, you just woke up, go back to sleep. Apparently, it wasn't just Sony president and CEO who sold stock days after PlayStation announced the end of discs. What? Multiple Sony executives have been selling their shares of stocks following the backlash. But I thought Sony said that the outrage was fake and people wouldn't forget about it. No way. Damn. They knew the response would be bad?
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this. Hey, 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 hey. Just like this.
Hey, that's a tune. How to stop late night snacking.
If you try to get a snack,
I love this guy's videos because he got that buttery, crispy voice.
the fridge will lock itself shut as a camera on the door tracks your body and requests that you perform a specific dance. Now, most people would just walk away, but if you do complete the dance, the fridge records the whole thing and sends it to your group chat so your friends can watch you dance for shredded cheese at 2 a.m. Then they vote on whether you deserve the food. And after they all vote no, well, the fridge keeps the door locked while replaying your desperate little dance on screen.
That's crazy. At that point, bro, it's like, damn, my fridge ain't even working for me and I bought it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, God forbid, like, I want to get some snacks at night. The shit's like, nah, you ain't getting no fucking snacks. Ugh. Humiliation ritual? Bro, that shit evil as hell. I can't even enjoy my shit. Yo, chat, do I deserve to eat today, head ass? Oh my gosh. DreamCon day 1 pull up. Oh my god! This is some AI bullshit. Imagine Shorty dunk on my face and start twerking on my shit. Bro. Thousands of Costco's U.S. hourly workers have over 1 million in their 401k accounts. What? I bet they do. I heard that Costco, they treat their employees good. There's like some jobs where like I've never heard anything negative about Costco. Oh hell nah. Yo, they got a toddler mixing that shit. What is that sound? Bro, this shit sound like Sega, my bad, bro, but I'm coming for your ass, bro. This shit sound like Sonic Crossworlds, my brother. Hell no, that shit sound like ass. If the Backrooms was anime. Damn, they killed the blue one. Damn, so is this gonna be a real game? Matcha creme brulee? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Matcha's not all that. I'm tired of people gassing up matcha like it's like the next, bro, you drinking grass. It's ass, bro. It's ass. I feel like I've had matcha on like 2-3 separate occasions. Yeah, overhyped. Not yeah in chat specifically, but like I feel like the United States as a collective gasses up matcha like it's the next best thing. Bro, it's literally grass. You're drinking grass water, bro. Matcha doesn't have a taste, but that's what it is, bro. It's grass water. You say you don't have a quarter zip? Of course you hate matcha. No, bro. Yo, whoa. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. They gotta play that other song. You know that part where it goes choo chun 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 chun. Yo. Green, more green and green. This shit is all sugar. That should look nasty, right? That should look nasty. Who looking at this shit going, not me. Bro, that shit look nasty, bro. It looked like a bunch of koala dookie. Bro, and I know y'all seen how koala dookie looks like, bro. Like koalas, bro, that shit look like koala scat, bro. Koala scat in a cone. And then they fucking heating that bitch up, talking about creme brulee. You said, how do you know what it looks like? Oddity, stop asking these questions. You said a dad has gone viral for throwing his misbehaving son Nintendo Switch. This motherfucker said, the Switch I bought you? Us. I want to see. He says it felt pretty great, and his son, and his crying son couldn't believe it. Where the clip at? Where the clip?
So I did something a little bit regrettable this morning as a parent. Kind of not, kind of felt absolutely great.
You said W abuse? That's not abuse. Throwing away your son's or daughter's console if they're being look, if you're doing it out of just the pure bliss of doing it, then you're an asshole. But if you're doing it because they're being an asshole and they're misbehaving, they're not listening, they're getting bad grades in school, all of that and the above, do what you gotta do, bruh. Especially if you bought it, that's my money.
But I threw my son's Nintendo Switch out the car, going 60 miles an hour down Highway 211.
Was it a Switch 1 or a 2, though?
Not kidding you. My son, he's 13, he's being a little fucker.
Hey, that's it. That's all I need to hear. He said he 13 and he being a little fucker. Hey, that's all I gotta hear.
Thinks he knows better. He wasn't.
Thinks he knows better. You see, look, they're at that age where they think that they're invincible. The age between 13 to like 19, motherfuckers think they're invincible, like nothing could kill them. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all don't even know what real life is, bro. Y'all don't even know about taxes.
Even playing the Switch. He just had it. I was like,
oh, he wasn't even playing the Switch.
Keep going. I'm going to throw your Switch out the window. He was like, no, you're not. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, he tested his gangster. Nah, he had to do it. He had to do it. If you as a parent be like, yo, keep fucking around with me, man, I'm gonna break your Switch, and then they test your gangster, you gotta do it. I don't care, bro. You gotta let them kids know who is the head honcho in the house. If a kid tells you you ain't gonna do shit, and you as a parent being like, yo, chill, I'm gonna do something, and then you like, you ain't gonna do shit. You said a waste of $400? Hey, bro, it's his money. It's his money.
Grab it, gone. It's frisbee this thing. I mean, it felt pretty great. I felt horrible doing it because he loves this thing, and man, it felt good just to really. And the look on his face, he couldn't even believe it.
Oh hell yeah, he couldn't believe it because he tested your gangster. The second he said you ain't gonna do shit, it would have been like right there. Now that's a perfect example. Now any other consoles he has in the house, I'll be like, you want to test me again? That PS5 you got in the living room, you sure you want to test me now after I throw out your Switch? I'll be like, no, Papa. Dad, you want me to take out the trash after that, bro? Ooh, kid's gonna resent him for months. It's a learning experience, bro. At the end of the day, At the end of the day, if you don't discipline them, they're going to turn out to be monsters. If you do discipline them, they're going to turn out to be monsters. Which poison you choosing, bro? Which poison you choosing? Which poison you choosing?
You know, he's crying, trying to tell me how expensive it is. Like, he knows. Like, he pays for a damn
Exactly. He didn't even pay for it.
thing. Anyways, and the other parents having just a great start to summer with their teenagers. Dude, it was... I feel for you. I love you. I can't believe it. I fucking snapped. So, you know, if your kid...
Bro, you should have had the footage, man. I wanted to see you throw that switch out the window, bro. It's time to go fishing. Japan got these cool ass realistic toys. I can't wait to see how it looks. Look how cool these are, bro. Look how cool. Look at the level of detail.
Ooh.
That's cool. Oh, you got a fishing rod? What? It's an actual working little fishing rod. And it's actual metal that's screwable. That is so cool, man. My favorite ones, you said they got a gamba machine for everything. Look at this one thing that my sisters got from Japan, chat. Give me a sec. Look at these toys that you could get from Japan, bro. This shit look like a real ass beetle. Look at this shit, bro. This shit look like a real fucking... Look at this. This shit look like a real fucking beetle. All that shit. And it's a toy. This shit is badass, bro. I told them when they came back, I was like, why don't y'all get more? These are fucking cool looking, bro. But I can't lie. Imagine one of these shits falling on your face. You just outside like, yo, yeah, man. So I was in America. I was, yeah. Bro, the scream if one of these bitches just land on your face like this, bro. Show Grim. Grim just looks at it, bro. He's just like, what the fuck is this? Bro, this shit even got like the mandibles even moving shit. Bro, clean. Imagine. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You just start eating it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You said a stag beetle? I don't think it's a stag beetle. Ski Master somehow ended his beach.
Fun fact about those beetles. That shit can fly.
Oh yeah, they could fly. I seen like in Japan, in their videos, yo, the way they make them activate their wings is like they flipping a switchblade, bruh. They pick them up like this, and then they like wiggle them, and then their fucking wings just open up like a big ass helicopter. They crazy though. Ski Master Slump God, yo, thank you for the biddies, Akuro. He ended his beach please set by Romania early after expressing frustration with the crowd. Love you, Romania, but I'll never come back here again. Y'all begged me to come and didn't show love. What?
Hey, look, man. A lot of these other motherfuckers now fucking with me, bro. So look. Y'all need to fuck with me how I fuck with y'all. But I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. They weren't fucking with him? What do the comments say? Who's getting excited to hear 10-year-old songs for the 100th time? Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of hot takes about Ski Mask the Slum God, but I feel like it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt people's feelings, though. You said Ski got it rough? It's not even, bro. Bro. It'll always be Billy and Mandy. I'll always listen to Billy and Mandy by him. The problem with Ski Mask, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, I'm gonna keep it a beat. The problem with Ski Mask is that all of his concerts are no cap the exact same. And majority of his concerts end up turning into X/Juice WRLD memorial concerts. If I'm gonna keep it a bean, and I know people not gonna like that I said that, but it's the truth. All his concerts are literally the same, rinse and repeat. Then randomly throughout his concert, he plays some XXXTentacion songs to like, you know, I guess like pay respects, and then he does the same thing with Juice WRLD. Then he start playing some Juice WRLD songs to pay respects. But the thing is once you've seen it, like somebody said in the comments, once you see 10-year-old songs playing for the 100th time, you're just like, bro, I don't want to see this shit. I've seen it a million times already. I've seen Ski Mask the Slum God live, I think at Rolling Loud. I loved his set. I fucked with his set. But it's like, it kind of reminds me of, for example, Playboi Carti. Once you've seen one of Playboi Carti's sets, you've probably seen all of them because they're all the fucking same. You said, what was the last Ski set you went to? I mean, it was a few years back. But I feel like, realistically, all the sets are the same. They don't change much on the sets. They probably change the orders and, like, what songs are being played. But, you know. You said, so who's really good at concerts then? I heard Kanye's good. Kanye, I think, is good because he has a big catalog of songs. And then the way that Kanye does his concerts, where like he makes his whole shit look crazy, like every time he got like this big ass dome that he's on. Kanye looks insane. You says Romania sucks. Oh, is it just Romania is bad in general? They said I've seen Xavier So Based and Pretty's fun sets in Romania fucking sucks. When X and Juice died, that entire wave did as well. Damn. That's why Trippy and everyone else who blew up during that time is washed now. Damn. I ain't trying to be that guy. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Not trying to be that guy. You said, I feel like most rappers in general are washed now. The only rapper that I feel like, if, like right now, technically speaking, if there was to be like a time where they'd be like, yo, you could go to a live concert of a rapper, who would you go to? I was still like, for example, like Lil Uzi, I'll go to a Lil Uzi concert. I know this one is gonna be a bias thing, and somebody gonna be like, "Damn, you would dead ass go to one of his concert." Plaque Max, I fuck with Plaque Max. Uzi. Who else right now would I even watch live? Damn, I gotta look at my Spotify. Like, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god, Ken Carson. Ken Carson in a live concert would go stupid. But I feel like by the end of that concert, I'd be exhausted. Yup, I'd be exhausted. Uzi still got it though. He said the motherfucker writing off basic jingles from 2017. Even people out there don't give a fuck. They're literally just there for the experience. Damn. Whole time it was the same 15 people in the comments asking him to come. No one is begging to see this dude anywhere in 2026. Yikes. Who was the concert for? He said, bro, I love Ski, but he been such a bitch. Been lying to his fans for 6+ years and has been dropping bullshit. That's the thing, though. The hard part with these mumble rappers from, like, 2016 is that the fans want them to drop shit that's from that time, but we're in 2026. And then whenever they do drop something that's even, like, remotely close from, like, the 2016 era, people still don't fuck with it because what they're chasing is the nostalgic feeling. They're chasing the feeling of 2016. They're not chasing actual shit from, you know, like you get what I mean? They're chasing the nostalgia. They want to feel that 2016. You said I'm just jealous, Retro? Damn, bro, I'm jealous. This just shit, he said this is so silly. He said, boy, ain't no way, boy. Oh, this shit, the whole fight? Gaming news doesn't get worse than physical discs. Yeah, we already talked about that shit. The original Persona 4 released 18 years ago. Yes. Whose domain is that, bro? I'm dead. Is this Las Vegas? They'd be clipped over there. Like, that whole place would be leveled. 2,500 employees to 3,000. Hey, man, they're making games. Also, this is another game series, chat, I wanted to try out. I saw that it was on sale on Steam. I remember when this game first came out, people were gooning for this girl over here, bro. This is another series I was, like, low-key interested into looking into. Because there's just so much. The series is not as horny as you think. Hey, man, I don't mind if it's horny or not. It's a relaxing game. It's a feels game. Is it really? I gotta definitely check it out.
I wouldn't touch me if
He said this bitch was hooting and hollering down that studio.
I were you. Rose, let it go.
Nah, that bitch was really screaming.
Let it go. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Whoa, what's the matter?
Yo, at least,
Lucia.
bro, at least we could say that she put her heart into that. She put her heart into those voice acting lines, bro. She's straight screaming. He says, what? I saw this trailer yesterday. We can go this weekend. Double kiss. He gotta actually fight them. I'd be like, hey, cut it out. Gotta break your phone. Little does she know. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus. May God help us. May God help us. Cute ass doggo just chilling in the water. Can't lie, bro. He just relaxing. Oh. Oh. Convicted of sexually abusing a 10-year-old. What? In Minnesota? Day 0 days without Minnesota being a national embarrassment. Jesus. I think this is the worst Roblox game I've ever played in my life. Damn! Mr. Beast? You got a Mr. Beast attack? Giratina attacking Dialga while he's calmly drinking water.
Making contact with Dialga.
Shaman's so tiny. Bro, he just pulling Dialga into like the other universe. That's crazy. Bro is just chilling, drinking water.
They won't make it. Find the next point of appearance.
As you wish, Zero.
And Shaman got caught in that shit too? Bullshit! This motherfucker jumped like 20 feet!
Has Giratina captured Dialga? What is this?
Oh, shut the fuck up. There's no way that you managed to even notice a fucking Shaman. You saw how tiny that Shaman was on that motherfucker? It was like a grain of sand.
Has Giratina captured Dialga?
That Shaman was so tiny. Look at this.
What's it doing here?
Damn, he got pulled in to Distortion World. Crazy. Oh my god. Yo. This Pokemon getting bodied. He made a portal out?
What was that?
That was not the work of Giratina. It seems to be because of that Pokemon. Giratina approaches.
Dialga, get your fat ass out. Yo, Dialga can't do shit. That's insane. That was a, how long was that? 3 minutes? My God, they were fighting in there. 20 gigs, 20 gigs. Reveals the details of how and why his close friend fitness influencer Murphy. I ain't watching this. I have no idea who this guy is or who. Hey, bruh, this look like a kick streamer. I got no lore on this guy. You say he injected himself with gold? Are you serious? With gold, like actual gold? How? How do you even do that? Oh my God, I thought you were memeing. It said he started to get his fixation on gold. He started to believe that gold was some gate-kept mineral by the higher-ups that basically gives you special powers if you ingest it. A few weeks later, he started the experiment. He was injecting gold. He was just crazy. He was covered in discoloration from gold poisoning. He ended up covered in his own blood, running around his neighborhood screaming, and then police were called. And when the police chased him down, he ran into the lake and tried to escape. And we know what happened. Rest in peace. I always had this thought that Connor Murphy is so deeply misunderstood, but it is so unfortunate that I so desperately wanted him to be vindicated. He wanted him to be like, wait, this guy's onto something. This guy's actually a smart guy that knows how to live better than the average guy does. I miss him deeply, and I wish that he didn't do that, obviously. At the end of the day, I fucking love him. Damn! He said you could tell he was possessed by just this video that he posted?
The name's Mandibulus zygomitis. Maximilian Mandibulus zygomitis. I'm 7'6" with my horns and heel boosters, but you can call me Max for short, because I'm a looks Max.
That's all I gotta see, bro. I'm good. That's all I gotta see. That's insane. So that's how bro died? He injected blood into he injected. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Play the vid? I'm scared to play the vid, bro. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay. He went crazy and jumped into a lake and drowned.
Hey guys, it's man like Isaac, and today I'm gonna walk into KFC and stay there until I see a black person. Let's see how long it takes. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey guys.
That's insane, bro. He didn't even get to walk in the store. This game better stop playing with me.
You're totally
Come on, baby, throw that motherfucker right now. Come on, baby, throw that motherfucker right now. Come on, baby, throw that motherfucker right now. Come on, baby, throw that motherfucker right now.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Something.
Hey! Hey!
No, nothing.
You know how mad I would be if that's, bro. You telling me Cloud at any given moment that shit could happen? You could be you could be strokes in on Tifa, ass, and this motherfucker would just pop up. Terrible, bruh. Terrible.
Video was trash until Sephiroth appeared. Much better.
Black Ops 2 is currently the #1 game on Twitch with 82K viewers? Nah, bruh. Them lobbies is packed. Yo. Thank you for the biddies, Owl. Black Ops 2. Bro, you know how old this song is? Walk and Roll. She told me think about it. Well, I did. He told me think about it. Well, I did. King someday. That is dope, but I know that room in there is hot as a motherfucker. They better have some ventilation in there. Some of y'all can talk about how the old head needs to retire and new kids can shine, but they not sliding on the beat like this. Step your game up.
That's my dog, that's my fool. Shit, that player that's too cool. Hit some licks, make some moves. Shit, I'm trying to get like you. Riding in a drop top 2-door coupe. Old school lat cause the grind ain't new. Crowd down slow cause I'm banging that screw. Bow tie wire wheel, gotta stay true. Here come goo in the red 6'2". I'ma turn heads when you see me come through. Chucking up the deuce and I holler what it do. I always play it from my head to my shoes. Stacking up paper, just me and my dog. Hustle the summer, the winter, the fall. Grind all night, work never pause. I don't want some of it, I want it all. Swinging that big body like I'm a hog. Waving trunk, ride with no roof. Getting to the bread and you getting yours too. I'm doing me, trying to get like you.
Salmonella all over that mic. That's my Call of Duty lobbies are back.
No, you're just a bitch and you suck.
Shut your bitch ass up! Oh my mama, I slapped the shit out of you, bro! You can suck my dick, cock and balls and all that! I don't give a fuck! Dead ass, bro. That's why I can't hop back in on this shit, bro. I would dead ass talk on the mics, bro. I'll dead ass talk on the mics, but then the worst part is when somebody gonna call me that word. You know what? You're a filthy fucking... Then I'll be like... Then I'm gonna look live. And then I'm gonna look live in the chat like this. And then I can't say nothing. I'll be like... Bro. You said I've heard enough Buddha Black Ops 2 right now. You said I'll kill you.
You sound like your nuts ain't dropped, pussy. Nigga, your mama's stinks.
No, you're just a bitch.
Nah, bro, these lobbies is toxic, bro. Twitch can't handle all that. Oh, they showed it again. Was injecting himself with gold in weeks before his death after believing it could give him special powers. This how he looked? He wasn't even a bad looking dude too, bro. You literally, bro. Wait, and then he drowned? What? He didn't know how to swim? Not trying to be mean, like he didn't know how to swim? Oh, the drugs. Okay, okay, never mind. Oh my God. How'd he get back up? It's the sound effects of the knives, bro. Shoo, 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 shoo. Hell no. In a realistic scenario, bro, you getting hit that much? That shit sharp as hell is cut in the air.
Why is the knife being swung towards the wall? He is in front of you, bruh.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yo, thank you, Owl. That's the shit I'm not understanding. What is this, Joe official trailer? I don't know if that's Drewski, but I'm gonna skip.
I got chucked by Buff Pup. Twice.
Who the fuck is Buff Pup?
As some of you guys know, I attended Anime Expo this year, and it was full of crazy shit. If you don't know who Buff Pup is, she is the Muscle Mommy VTuber. I went to her meet and greet since she was there in person, which ended up with me getting choked by her by the end of it. I posted the photo on Twitter, and it gained over 150,000 views. The next day, I showed her that same exact tweet that popped off, and she said she had an idea for another photo for me to quote. She then told me to get down on my knees, and before I realized, she proceeded to put me in a headlock.
Like, I put in a headlock, right?
My bad, y'all. He's just, you know, likable guy. You know, I could tell.
Yeah.
GG's, bro. Look, don't get me wrong, right? You're getting clout, you're getting a bunch of clicks and views for this shit. But she called you a peggable guy. GG's, bro. She called you a peggable guy. She said in a scenario where somebody taking or receiving, you're the one that's receiving. Taking, receiving. Isn't that both the same thing? We're all peggable?
That was not part of the script.
What the f do you mean, Driz?
I got chucked by Buff Pup.
I never heard of Buff Pup, but okay. I'm surprised that a VTuber's out in the wild, like, you know. I mean, some of them do it, but I feel like it's a rare occurrence to see it.
Now I'm not about begging. But in a situation like that, live or die, gotta run the ones at least once. Fight for your rights.
True. He should have fought that Buff Peggy person. He would have been like, no, you're receiving. She's gonna be like, "Nan desu ka?" And I'm like, I'm not the peggable one here. You are. You gotta fight her. Oh, no, man. I can't spoil myself. We might play some of that today. Pikachu! Mierda! Magikarp? Mierda otra vez! Yeah, at least you got Gengar. At least you got Gengar. You deserve that triple shits because you want more. I'm about to say, how can you even get it out? Why is it taped with electrical tape? got him again, bro. It's all poop. Wow. You know where that figurine's going, right, chat? Chat, y'all know where that figurine is going, bro. I gotta see more angles on that figurine.
Eat dinner. Eat dinner.
Oh, heck nah. My bad, bro.
Eat dinner.
What the fuck is that? Ugh. What happened? Why they look like this? Are they used by, like, recyclable shits? Bro's green. Mizkif leaks Discord DMs between Asmon and
Can you
Emiru.
send me that eat dinner vid? I have a friend I need to spook.
I got you. This one?
Dinner.
Dinner. Dinner. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Mizkif, Emiru, Asmon, Gold. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even care. I don't look that hard into it because I don't watch any of those
45 months pregnant and I might explode.
Like, I don't watch
It's
Mizkif.
that time again, but
I don't
what's
watch
good,
Emiru.
Brody? Hope you've been well and check this out. Been working hard on my art link Stro T.
Yeah, I haven't been seeing none of that stuff. Yo, Afro, you drawing these characters? Bro, she looks sexy as hell. That's from fucking, is this from freaking Rayman Legends or some shit? God damn, bro. That's some sexy shit. These, like you got the art style down, bro. You got the hips and all that shit on point. This is clean, bro. You keep drawing shit like this, forget it, bro. People gonna be going crazy. That shit is nice. You said I thought Afro was a fraud? You thought wrong, man. You thought wrong. He is not a fraud. All these movie trailers, what the hell?
So hard.
What?
So hard. Confetti
What? With a stick of butter?
frosting, butter mukbang. Let's give this butter a dip in this frosting. Why is the frosting so...
Oh, her lifespan is short, bro. Her lifespan is short. She ain't making it past 35 if she keep eating like this. She keep eating like this, she ain't making it past 35, bro. Mark my words. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to wish ill will and shit on her. But the way, if she keep eating sticks of butter like this...
Frosting's so hard. Nothing like frosting and butter.
Nah, please tell me that she spits it out. Please tell me this is satire.
It's turning my whole mouth blue. Look at the butter in the frosting.
Bro, why? Why?
My hand.
What compelled you to do this? Acting like healthcare is free. That's what I'm saying, bruh. You doing obnoxious shit like this, and you act like the healthcare free here, bro. It's not. Yellow ass teeth. Damn, he flying.
2リッターの高速のパワーの楽しみ方みたいなところかな。基本的には足は同じ。
I don't get it. Nah, he was swerving with that shit. What the fuck am I about to watch? What is happening? The Witches in the this is a 1990 movie. One of the most terrifying scenes ever put in a family film. Oh God, let's watch it together, chat.
Locked and bolted. I brandness. Good. Hey. No.
This was on Disney? Oh! Oh, this reminds me of like when I was a kid and I used to watch shit of like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, those shows that like sometimes they would like push the limits on like trying to scare children. This shit is crazy. They went so detailed with it. This shit got hair. Oh, nah. Me seeing this shit as a kid, I would have been kind of disturbed.
Witches of England. Your disgrace. Miserable witches. You're good-for-nothing worms. Everywhere I look, I see the repulsive sight.
Look at her fingers.
Hundreds, thousands of revolting little children.
Damn, bro. That should look meaty. Holy shit, this menu's so rad. It's clean. Ah, the transitions are clean. That's one thing Persona not gonna miss on. Is its fucking menus. And then you see the background is cloudy, nice day. I feel like this background portion right here is gonna change depending on the type of day. If it's thunderstorms and raining, it's gonna show thunderstorms and raining. If it's sunny, it's sunny. That is fucking cool.
Sacando al vikingo.
When the algorithm has your number.
Buenas tardes.
¿Qué hambre tengo? Vamos a ver si ya está abierto. Buenas tardes.
Just got to work. Another day with 0 clients. What's going on, boss?
Sacando al vikingo.
Just got the minions.
Posted on the block with a rusty 380. But you acting good, got a brand new Mercedes. Beating on the pot, smashing on your old lady. And she going both ways, so she going crazy. Heading in the car, your bitch try to rape me. Drop a location.
What'd he say?
She going crazy. Heading in the car, your bitch try to rape me. Drop a location, think she try to snitch on me. Put her in rotation, gave it to my little homie. And she went to Paris on the train. Summer side, she got the Spain. I found my main bitch and made it rain. 100 naked dancers, got them out of Onyx. Warlord, leave the test on my stomach. I just put them rollers on the baddies.
You said that this is the worst song on the album. I don't know about that, man. From the artist of Dr. Stone. Oh, look at the guns. My dude got twin pistols in the back, 2 on the side. That's tough. That's tough. I can't lie, bro. Yup, this is definitely from the artist of Dr. Stoner. You know why? Because they have like they got a certain aesthetic on how they draw girls in this shit, bro. They draw girls always with the nicest lips, like puffy lips on some. They always got these cute, puffy, suckable lips or whatever the fuck. Supple. That's the word I'm looking for. Supple lips, big and poppy, cute ass eyes. They be going crazy, bro. I read this. There's a Wild Western manga illustration story. It looks cool. If it's on Shonen Jump, I'll look at it. Nah, hold up. He gonna go on like a 30-minute rant on this.
What do you think caused this guy to turn and suddenly start hating his own wife of 29 years and all 8 of his kids?
Damn, bro got 8 kids. Ooh. Brother, no matter what happens in the situation, you are fucked. You are fucked. You are fucked. Let's see it. Curiosity has gotten to me. Let's see it.
Now, the guy's name is Martin, and Martin is around 50 when this story starts, and he's living in Utah, and Martin, he's got a lot going for him. He has a law degree, he's also a doctor, a general practitioner, he's also a Mormon bishop, but the guy has a problem. He doesn't love his wife anymore. I mean, they've been married 29 years, but he's just not feeling it.
Damn, bruh. Look, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If you're 50 already, you're 50. And you got more than 5 kids with this lady, at this point, just till death do us part, at that point, you 50. What you gonna do now? All right, man, I'm not in love with you anymore. Let's break up. Now we gotta go through divorce. We gotta go through the custody battle of 8 kids. What's the point? You're already 50.
So he starts meeting women online in internet chat rooms, and he'll meet up with them and he'll smash.
You say you'll get there one day? You'll get there one day, Dynamite. What you talking about? You're gonna get there one day.
And these affairs, they go on for...
Also, no, my situation is this. If you got 8 kids with this lady already, you have 8 kids. It's like you might as well just take it to the end at that point. Like if you had 1 kid, right, I get it. 2 kids, I get it. I feel like anything past 3 is already like damn, bro. You got 3 kids with her. You got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids with her. And you're 50. He's still cracking in his 50s. That's what I'm saying.
For a long while. But then, one day in 2007, all that starts to fall apart. Because his wife finds out he's cheating. Now, his wife is this woman, Michelle. And so Michelle finds out that he's cheating, and she goes and she confronts him. But instead of apologizing, Martin turns the blame back on her.
You said Nick Cannon has 12 kids, but think about this oddity. They're with different baby mamas, though. They're not all by the same woman. Yes, exactly. He has multiple children, but with multiple different women. But somehow, some way, I don't know how he did it, but I think he's in good terms with all of them. Which, I don't know how he did it. It could be a money thing, too, where, like, all the women are like, oh, you have enough money to take care of me, then I'm not going to bitch, moan, and complain type shit. Then cool, Nick Cannon probably got mad money. But he got multiple kids with multiple different women. He low-key got a harem, yeah.
And he tells her that maybe he's cheating because she just isn't attractive anymore.
Yikes! Yo. You saying that to your wife, bro, is just a recipe for disaster, bro. Like, you in the middle of a fight. He's like, maybe because your titties aren't nice enough anymore. Damn, bro. They ain't hanging the way they used to hang, bro. Them shits is on the floor. Damn.
And if that isn't bad enough, he then suggests that she should get a facelift. Because he says that she'd look much younger and...
That's fucked up, bro. You can't say that to her.
Prettier. And Martin doesn't just say this to her once. He keeps bringing it up over and over again, suggesting that this would save their marriage.
Nah, that's fucked up. You can't just keep going up to her being like, maybe if you got a facelift, I'd like you more. No, that's fucked up. You can't do that.
And poor Michelle would do anything to save their marriage. So she eventually gives in, and Martin schedules the surgery for her.
He schedules the surgery? Nah, you're a piece of shit, bro. You a piece of shit. You forced your own wife to get a facelift?
Here's the thing about all this, though. For Martin, this was never really about the surgery. I mean, he doesn't want her to look younger. He wants her out of his life completely.
So why don't you just break it off? Why you make her get surgery?
So he comes up with a plan to murder her after the surgery during the recovery process.
This motherfucker, he tried to pull a Dio. Jonathan Joestar's dad in the bed like this. He trying to be like Dio with the fucking water in the cup. Like, yo, come on, man. Nah, man, this is your meds, man. Nah, take your meds. Nah, open your mouth. Here's the pill, bro. Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. Take your medication. Come on, chat.
In a case like this where you have too many kids to divorce, just be honest. Tell your wife that you've lost interest. Don't make her jump through hoops and hurdles, chat.
Yo, that's crazy.
When she'll be at her most vulnerable.
Thank you, Owl.
Because he believes that once she's gone, he can then be with this side chick that he's been seeing. So he gets to work on this plan. And he visits the plastic surgeon who's going to perform the facelift. And he gives this surgeon a list of specific medications that he wants Michelle to be prescribed afterwards. Now, under normal circumstances, no doctor would let a patient's husband choose her medication.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that already weird?
But Martin is a physician himself. And so the plastic surgeon just assumes that he knows what he's doing and that Martin will properly monitor how Michelle takes the drugs.
Crazy.
So eventually, Michelle has the operation done. And afterwards, she returns home. And her face is all bandaged up, and she's wearing eye patches, so she can't see shit. In fact, she can barely even function on her own. And all of this is part of Martin's plan. I mean, she can't see anything.
You could have just... Why try to kill her? During the recovery process, you could have been out there fucking other girls if you wanted to, right? Like if you were so gooned out, during the recovery process, you could have just been with your side piece while she's recovering, bro. Recovery takes a long time.
So she doesn't notice when he starts taking the medicine that she was prescribed and combining it, which now makes it more dangerous. So he gives her the combined meds, and she takes them, and before long, the drugs start kicking in, and Michelle is heavily sedated, and she keeps blacking out. And this goes on for several days. Then, about a week after the surgery, Martin decides that it's time to do what he's been planning. And he gives Michelle another round of drugs, and while she's barely conscious, he helps her into the bathroom. Then, he lowers her into the bathtub, and he drowns her. After that, he leaves the house for work. Later that day, he goes to pick up one of his daughters from school, and they return home together. And then his daughter goes into the bathroom, and she finds her mom there, and, Martin, he pretends to act all surprised, and he calls 911. And later, the medical examiners conclude that Michelle likely suffered a heart problem before drowning in the bathtub. And so her death is ruled natural.
Crazy.
So Martin's plan, it actually worked, and no one suspects that he had any involvement. But here's where things start to go off the rails. So Martin and Michelle, they have 8 kids together. Some of them are younger, and some of them are adults. But immediately, after his wife passes, he decides to hire a nanny to move in and help him take care of some of the younger ones. And guess who he hires? He hires his side chick, this woman, Gypsy. So 9 days after Michelle's funeral, Gypsy, the side chick nanny, she moves in.
Crazy.
And immediately, she's not doing the things that a nanny is supposed to do.
Oh.
Like, she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean.
Bro, yup. You got that Gen Z girl, bro. GG. Yo. He come back home from work. He like, baby, where the food? She like, food? We're about to order Uber Eats, babe. He's like, Uber Eats? Bitch, yo tengo un pantry lleno de arroz, habichuela, fucking salchicha, fucking plátano frito. Cook for me. Cook? We're ordering Uber Eats. He was like, fuck no.
She doesn't really take care of the kids at all. And at night, instead of staying in a nanny's quarters, she goes right up to Martin's room. And so immediately, none of the kids accept her. I mean, they don't like her, they don't trust her. Plus, she starts wearing Michelle's clothes and using some of Michelle's stuff. And so, of course, the kids are like, oh, hell no. And so from here, Martin decides not to get rid of Gypsy, but to get rid of the kids.
There's something wrong with that guy. He said, fuck my new girl, I'ma get rid of my kids? Bro, those are your kids.
And so he starts kicking some of the older ones out of the house. And he starts the process of relocating the younger ones. And if that isn't shitty enough, it actually gets worse. Because Martin discovers that Gypsy owes more than $50,000.
Yo, chat, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, bro. It's shit like that kind of scares me about getting into like new relationships and knowing new people, because you don't know what type of baggage they got. That's just her baggage. So now that he brought her into his life, now her baggage is his baggage. Now she 50K in debt, and now she looking at, babe, are you gonna help me with these? Fuck no. Hell no, that's not my responsibility. Just because you dating me don't mean that now your problems are my problems. I'm problem free right now. Right now, I'm chilling. The only problem I got right now is where's my next destination that I gotta go in Resonance of Fate or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? My only problem I got right now is where do I go next in the Nuzlocke? Like, that's insane.
Martin discovers that Gypsy owes more than $50,000 in back taxes to the IRS.
Crazy.
And he doesn't want either of them to be responsible for paying it. So he decides to steal one of his daughter's identity to give to Gypsy. Now, the daughter is this girl, Giselle. And Giselle is 16, and she's actually adopted, so she was originally born in Ukraine. And so Martin...
What kind of family did you guys have? You had adopted kids? Kids from the wife? Like, what is going on? A random Ukraine kid now is in your crib?
He goes to Giselle, and he suggests that she visit Ukraine over the summer, you know, maybe to connect with her roots or something. So she goes to Ukraine to visit. And the moment she arrives, Martin just straight up cuts her off. Like, he stops sending her money, and he makes no effort to...
He left her stranded in Ukraine?
Bring her home, and he basically abandons her, and now she's stuck over there. And now that she's stuck, Martin and Gypsy begin stealing her identity. They obtain official documents in her name. They even go to court and change her birth year. So now she's legally 20 years old. And now that she's legally 20 years old, Gypsy now assumes her identity because Gypsy is 29. I guess they're...
You said, is this story true? I don't know if it's true. I don't know. Somebody sent this to me and Ray William Johnson is talking about it, so I'm believing whatever Ray William Johnson says. If this shit is fake, I'm gonna be sad. You know what? I shouldn't even be sad. I should be happy if it's fake because that's some fucked up shit that's happening right now.
And by doing this, Gypsy no longer has to pay back taxes to the IRS because, you know, she's a totally new person now. And so it seems like things are going well for Martin. I mean, he's no longer with his previous wife, his new partner, Gypsy, is out of debt, and he's rid of all his kids. And don't forget, he got away with murder as well. Until... Here's the thing about Martin's kids, though. They're actually all still very close with their deceased mom Michelle's family. And so it's not long before Michelle's sister discovers that Martin sent Giselle to Ukraine and, like, abandoned her there. And so shortly after that, Michelle's sister discovers that Gypsy is now living under Giselle's identity, and she knows this is all kinds of fucked up. And so she and one of Martin's daughters goes and reports them to the police. And so, bam, Gypsy gets arrested. Here's her mugshot. Also, bam, Martin gets arrested. Here's his mugshot. And they both get convicted of identity theft and forgery, and he gets prison time while she only gets probation. But Michelle's family still isn't satisfied with this conviction. I mean, they've always believed that there was something suspicious about Michelle's death. So they keep pushing the county attorney's office to reopen the case. And eventually, they do. And they get a new medical examiner to take a second look at Michelle's toxicology report. And this medical examiner sees that Michelle died with several different drugs in her system, the combination of which could kill someone. Then the county attorney's office goes and they interview Michelle's plastic surgeon. And that is when they learn that Martin had personally requested that unusual combination of medications after Michelle's surgery, the same medications that were found in her system later. Now, by this time, in 2012, Martin, he's getting out of prison for his forgery and identity theft conviction. And as soon as...
That's the worst, bro. You walking out like, hey, I'm a free man, not convicted of shit. Second you step outside, they're like, whoa, 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 hold it. Hands behind your back. You have the right to an attorney. Whatever you can say is... I'm like, oh, I just got out. Nah, bro. You getting locked up now. For what? Murder.
As he gets out, bam, he's arrested again. And so ultimately, he goes to trial for that, and he's found guilty of Michelle's murder, and he gets sentenced to 15 years to life in prison.
Damn. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate, but deserved, man. That guy was a piece of shit. Whatever happened to the girl in Ukraine? We don't know what happened to the girl in Ukraine. Oh my God, she's gone. Oh, he got killed? Who was serving a life sentence for murder of his wife was found dead Sunday at a Utah State prison. Damn. They packed him up in there. GG's, bro. GG's. GG's. There goes copyright. Who animated this? This is the cutest shit I've ever seen. So cutely animated. Trying the famous Mexican raspados.
We're in LA trying the famous Mexican raspados for the first
Bro, why this guy got a mountain block of ice?
time. We're at Raspados de Chilango.
Yo, I love it when the Mexicans be putting that shit on, bro. When they put that fucking that chile on the shit and then they got the chile straws, bro, I be bussin'.
It's run by Danielle and his family. He said he's been serving the same Raspados on this block for 20 years straight. He climbs this giant tower of ice, stands up and he shaves the ice from the top, and he has this arsenal of sauces and fruits, and he dumps different fruits into each cup. They're known for their strawberry coconut. This kind of looks like the Erewhon smoothie, except it's not $50. This is so incredibly refreshing. It's not too sweet, actually. And I like how you can eat the coconut and the strawberry on top and then drink it kind of like a smoothie.
Bro, I wish I had the life this guy had, bro. He just goes around and just eats shit. That's like the coolest thing you could just do in life.
She wanna go where she ain't been before. Alice in Wonderland slipped down that hole. She falling.
What? You said that's a cream pie? Pause. Busting that shit. Alright, how does it taste though? How does it taste though? We went to a stand-up comedy at Anime Expo and I genuinely feel like I got the Zapruder film. What does that mean?
Alright. You guys ever been to the Mid Cafe?
Nah.
Alright, so a couple years ago we went to the After Dark one. A little bit different. Alright, has anybody been to the Mid Cafe After Dark? Alright, trash. I thought it was pretty fun. So they had this game and it was Hear Me Out. That was the game, and everybody on the table had to say somebody that they would like an anime.
Yeah, like an anime character. Hear me out, right? Like if we have a hear me out character, right? Like Ranking of Kings, right? Boji's mom, the queen with the big ass hawk nose. She catching it. She catching it all, bro. I don't care what's going on, bro. She catching it all. There's a lot of hear me outs, right? Chat. What's your hear me out?
Any character that they would have sex with, right? That they would fuck. And, you know, typical, right? It's like nothing but dudes at our table. And it's like Bulma, Kasumi from Dead or Alive, you know, typical hot babes, whatever, right? Gets to me and I'm like, Yugi.
Yukimoto? Are we talking about Yugi? Kid Yugi? Or are we talking about I have the Millennium Puzzle Yugi?
Hear me out. There are no pathetic debts. He could summon Obelisk, the Tormentor. He could use that fist of fate. So I noticed there was a different trend. I did the Med Cafe a couple times over the past couple years. I didn't.
Who put this guy up there?
Go this year. I haven't gone today. And I noticed there was a big difference when Biden was president and when Trump took office, right? So back when Biden was president, there were a lot of DEI maids. You guys know what I'm talking about? This guy knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, all right? Most of the girls were like really big girls, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Where's this going?
Some big maids, dude. One of the maids at our table identified as a cat. How are you guys, meow? We're gonna play a game, meow.
I can't, bro. If I ever... Look, I told you, chat, in high school, there was a girl that I knew that did that shit. She did that shit. She talked to me once when I was on the lunch table. I never talked to her again. It was an ugly-ass Spanish bitch. I remember, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm coming for her soul, bro. I was like... It was morning time, and we were in the lunchroom. And I was like, what's up, bro? Like, I was saying hi to everybody on the table. She wanted to look at me and be like... I forgot what she said exactly, but it was something along the lines of like, good morning, Nia. And she had the hands like this. She was like, oh, like, how are you doing, Manny, Nia? And I was just like, mind you, I watch anime, right? I fuck with anime heavy. But even that kind of shook me to the core. And I was like, yo, I'm never talking to this person again. And I never talked to her again. Secondhand embarrassment, it's like it hurt. And by the way, chat, just to make it better, she wasn't cute. If she was cute, she could have got away with it.
What does that say about you that she did it to you and no one else?
No, she did it to everybody.
You may have to reevaluate your own soul before you go for hers.
No, she did it with everybody. She did it with everybody. She was in that, she was doing that Nia shit with everybody. And I was just like, yo, cut the Nia shit out. Sleeper build, maybe. JoJo Watcher, by the way, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. I do go up to people in person and I say Yara days. I do it.
We even had a trans maid at our table.
Woo!
The thing that I was expecting next, the next time I went,
if you're gonna do a hear me out, you can't choose someone who is human or humanoid. That too easy. You gotta go real monster fucker or creature. Like xenomorphs are crackable.
So a hear me out would be then that one Digimon, that one yellow Digimon that looked like a fox. I think I talked about it one time, like on stream. All day, every day. Yeah, Randomon, easy. Cracking the shit out of Randomon. Lopunny, you getting cracked. Trying to think who in my life that I see and I was just like, damn. She common though. I need something obscure. Damn, what's obscure that I say, yo, hear me out.
Rename and don't count cause even the main artists make goon material for her.
Wow, even the main artists make goon
Your
material?
hear me out should be Shin Sonic.
Okay. No! No, bro, like the second you mentioned that name, I just saw teeth. I saw a lot of teeth in my brain just popped up. Teeth, lots of it. No, bro. No. I don't even like chat. Yo, I'm so mad that you even brought up that name because like my mind was like low-key deleting it. Like it was a save file, like the save file was up to here. It was almost deleted and then you brought up Shin Sonic. Now it went like this again. You literally recovered a bunch of memories that I did not want to remember. Oh Lord.
They sing that at the grand finale, they dress her up as I think it's Clara with the blue dress from Heidi, and then another maid dresses up as Heidi and pushes her over the stage.
Where's the funny part?
After Trump, the maids got hot again. Once Trump took office, all the maids got hot. I gotta cut you off. You're disrespecting my maids. Your time's up, man. I was made for too fucking hard for that shit. One of the best.
Ah, they didn't even let him finish. Now, I can't lie. He taking too long to get to the joke, though. That's the issue. He ain't making people laugh enough. If he at least had people laughing, they could have kept it going. But you 3 minutes in and you haven't gotten no one to laugh. He making people, like, slightly chuckle. He got to go crazier.
You ready, Jules? But
Do you even have to ask?
Oh, I hate games like this because you're like in these small, like you see how small those rooms are? It's like the Binding of Isaac. Like I'm stuck in a small ass room getting bodied by a bunch of fucking spiders and the whole time I'm going, I'm just getting hit by a fucking bunch of stupid shit I can't fucking kill. W porn animator? Yo, Digital Cunt, you would know. You would know. I didn't know that. Why would you know this?
Got some rare things that might interest you, stranger.
Yo, what's the name of this game, bro?
Grenade launcher, submachine gun, subwoofer, woofer, a boxing gloves, milk carton, mamba, brains.
I'll take 10.
Just like something. How about this? Or one of these.
Why, yes, I think I will take one of those, because Dead Estate is coming to all your favorite home consoles. Available now.
I'm going straight to the milk bar, bro. Disgusting. Ew. Dead Estate?
What kind of milk
It's
is
hard
in
as
those
balls,
cartons?
it's fun as balls,
Is
banger
it
music,
hers?
and leans heavy into tit.
It's called Dead Estate. It's
You should have
hard as
started off with that.
balls, It's
Where's my
fun as
Steam Deck?
balls. It has banger music and it leans heavy into the titties.
Ball knowledge. Yo, I need some more coffee. It's not on Steam? You know what, chat? Give me a sec. Let me make myself some more coffee. I also gotta charge my fucking shit. My shit low on battery. Ugh.
I got you.
No. You don't gotta get me nothing, Owl. Hold on. Let me make myself some coffee. Give me a sec. Oh, Subway makes pizza. They do. I used to get their pizzas. They're pretty good. They're not bad. All right, let's see this food, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I could ever eat a bunch of seafood. What the fuck is that noise? Who the hell hit me with some bro? No context screenshot. Hey, it looks nice. Oh, yo, is this a hentai game? It's not Dead Estate. Yo, Hidden, I see you, bro. Yo, thank you, bro. I'm about to download this shit on my shit right now. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bro, how much was it, bro? I don't want y'all, like, spending bread on games. Like, I didn't even get to see what price it was. How much was it? It's very fan servicey. Damn, Al, I appreciate it, bro. I'm definitely going to try to play that shit on the side. Is that like a game like you could just pick up, play, put it down, and then play it at another time? Kind of like Buckshot Roulette. Buckshot Roulette is freaking cool. I played a little bit of that game before. I like the whole system where like you got to guess. It's a lot of guessing and shit. It's crazy. It's really cool. All right, let's see this nasty shit. Oh, he gonna eat that shit? Ugh. What is that? Whoa. That should look nasty. It's like you're eating all that slop. Is there any bones in it? Like, what if I bite into something hard, like a piece of a shell? It's like, I don't even know what's going on. You said I try it? Not me. What the heck is that? Are those like alligator? Not alligator. Are those like turtle feet?
Very hot.
That motherfucker ate that whole shit. He ate that whole shit. What the fuck? My aunt's dentist did her dirty? Nah. Nah, bro. Yo, Chad, remember them Dracula teeth? The Dracula teeth that you used to get as a kid in Halloween, and then you put them on and your whole mouth get big and you're like, that's what them shits look like, bruh. Nah, man. Oh my god. He's mad high up. Why are the pigs? It made a pig dragon. That's insane, bro. 2028, bro. We're not. Yo. You shouldn't even have announced anything, bro. You're nowhere. We're nowhere near close to this shit, bro.
It's more like a cross between Isaac and Gungeon. You can pick it up and play it whenever, but it has progression.
Okay.
What makes it hard is that it's isometric top-down, so you may end up getting hit by things because the field of vision tricked you.
I noticed that.
There's
yeah,
also
because it's in this
200
weird
achievements.
perspective.
There used to be 100 and I got them all, but then more content came out. Either way, good luck. Game is hard.
Hey, bro. I appreciate it, Owl. Thank you. Damn, I noticed it with the perspective of like how the rooms look. They kind of put you in this weird 3D, almost top-down, like horizontal shit, bro, I'm bad when it comes to depth of field. Sometimes in games, there's this weird depth of field where like it throws me off, and I'm like, I don't know how close I am to something or how far away I am from it. So, hey, we're about to find out. Shaq caught wind of this 7'3" kid in Kemah, who powered through the police academy, only to fall 1 point short on the state exam. His whole dream of becoming an officer looked like it was slipping away. Then Shaq jumped in and covered the guy's living expenses for the next 5 months so he wouldn't have to juggle a second job. Wow.
Thank y'all for being here to support Jordan in this very special day.
That's a big-ass cop!
All right, raise your right hand. Yeah, I guess.
Bro, all he gotta do is just get buff and he could be a JoJo character dead ass. This motherfucker huge. This motherfucker huge. He just gotta get built, bro.
Yeah, here we go. I, Jordan Wilmore.
I, Jordan Wilmore.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Or affirm.
Or affirm.
That I will faithfully.
That I will faithfully.
Execute the duties.
Execute the duties.
Of the office.
Of the office.
Of Kemah Police Officer.
Of Kemah Police Officer.
Of the state of Texas.
Of the state of Texas.
And will.
And will.
To the best.
To the best.
Of my ability.
Of my ability.
Preserve.
Preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
And laws of the United States.
And the laws of the United States.
And of this state.
And of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome, big man. Yeah. We're proud of you. There we go.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that supported me through this journey. And
bro, just lose that belly, bro. Lose that belly, bro. You too tall to have the fat man build, bro. Just get a little bit more cut, bro. You gonna be chasing people too if you're gonna be a cop.
Just give me words of encouragement, words of wisdom, and everybody supported me. Thank you.
Nah, he'll dead ass be a JoJo character if he just gets a little built. He'll look cool as hell too. Clean. What the heck am I looking at? Whoa, this is Black Flag resynced? What is resynced? Is this like a fan game or something? It's the remake? Look, I'm not even gonna lie. OG Black Flag don't even look bad to me. I look at OG Black Flag and I'm like, it still looks great. This shit most likely got like, you know, sharper detail, better lighting. It probably got some fog in there. You see what I'm saying? This shit still look amazing, original Black Flag. Black Flag looks like it plays a little bit more like Assassin's Creed 2. Wow. The colors pop more in the remake. Wow, look at the water. The light reflecting off the shit. Oh my gosh. Wow. What console is this coming out for? This a PS5? I'm shocked that they didn't delist the old one. True. Original version of Black Flag came out 1 to 2 months after GTA 5, and we managed to get a remake of it before GTA 6. Crazy. I'm impressed of how good the old one still holds up. That's what I'm saying. The old one still looks amazing to me. The new remake looks amazing. The remake looks good. Oh, it's out now? I never played this one. Black Flag, I never played Black Flag. Yo, I'm feeling like Ezio in this game. This should look tough. This should look tough. Looks great. Duolingo is cooked.
So, assume that I'm an English learner and I want to practice my English by talking to you. Could you please listen to me? And whenever you hear any grammatical mistake I made or some expression you think it is not native, could you please just jump in immediately to correct me?
Absolutely. I'll keep it gentle and jump in as we go.
Cool.
Whenever you're ready.
So let's go. I'm a student. I'm planning a trip to San Francisco. I have never went to this city before, so...
Tiny tweak. I've never been to this city before.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, maybe polish it as, I've never been to San Francisco before.
Okay, that's much more natural. I've never been to San Francisco before, so I'm very excited to this trip.
The only thing that's proving to me is that, yo, I'm telling you, people are going to be in relationships with this thing, bro. People are going to be in full... They're already doing it. But if anything, this shit is just going to make people want to be more in a relationship with ChatGPT, bro. They're going to be like, good morning, baby, I love you type shit. Because it sounds like a real person talking to you.
My friend told...
Just a quick fix.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this trip.
Oh, excited about this trip. Why not exciting?
Right. Excited describes how you feel.
Oh.
Exciting describes the thing. So you're excited about the exciting trip.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
right. That is my personal feeling. So I'm very excited about this trip.
Exactly.
My friend told me that the Golden Gate Bridge and the Fisherman's Wharf are very interesting attractions in San Francisco. So I really want to visit these places to take some images for them.
To take some photos there might sound
photos?
more natural.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, photos is better than images. Yeah, yeah. I will take some beautiful photos of them. Yeah. Thank you very much. That is my San Francisco plan.
Damn. Nah, it sounds good. She even throwing little laughs in there like she next to you as a friend.
People have found was to tie the AI voice of ChatGPT to sex dolls. It was over before it started.
Oh my god. Tie the AI voice of ChatGPT to sex dolls. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Owl. It's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap.
If you hate when people glaze games, you are going to hate this video because I'm going to glaze this game harder than I've glazed any other game on this channel.
Oh, this game.
Before. And hopefully, if you have played it or if you do play it, you will understand why. What do you get when you combine JRPGs, incredibly fun boss fights, action RPGs, and anime? You get a game that I've been looking for my entire life. And luckily, I was around when it released 2 years ago. This is Granblue Fantasy Relink, a 3D action RPG story game that revolves around...
So here's my question to chat. Is this just a DLC for the game, or is this like Pokemon Black and White and then Pokemon Black and White 2, where it's named similarly to the first one, but it's a whole new game? Base game is also really good. I don't know.
Boss fights and JRPG progression.
It's DLC?
And I need you to understand this, so come here, make sure that you're listening attentively and that you can hear me completely. Granblue Fantasy Relink is one of my favorite games that I have ever played. And if you don't believe me, I made an entirely new YouTube channel around the release of the game 2 years ago to cover the game and make videos on it because I just loved playing it so much. And you can ask any of your friends who've played it, I guarantee you they will say the same thing. Or you can just ask the game's reviews because all of them are absolutely glowing. In fact, this game is so beloved to myself and others that players literally complained that there was not enough to spend money on in the game because they wanted the game to continue its service and keep adding on new bosses. Now, the thing is, Granblue Fantasy Relink was never meant to be a live service game, but despite that, they still added new patches after the game came out. So people were really just hoping they would keep adding new characters and new bosses, and luckily, they just announced their new major expansion, Endless Ragnarok, something that nobody saw coming, but everybody is welcoming, which is why I'm making this video right now to tell you guys all about the game. I want to thank Cygames and Granblue Fantasy Relink for sponsoring this video because it is just so awesome to get a sponsored video for a game that I love from the bottom of my heart. So you might be asking at this point, what is Granblue Fantasy Relink? As mentioned before, Granblue Fantasy Relink is a 3D action RPG story game that revolves around boss fights and JRPG progression. And after you've beaten the main story of it, it is fully co-opable, meaning that you can play with all of your friends. It's a game that features many different characters, weapons, and tools for building characters, as well as other progression progression systems that allows you to constantly improve your personal damage, level up the characters that you really like, build your own teams, and reap the benefits in very challenging content. If you really like hard boss fights and building characters to challenge even harder boss fights, Relink is that game. Because not only is the character progression satisfying, the boss fights actually get very challenging and have a lot of mechanics to learn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going back and adding this in post because I do not think I conveyed how ridiculous these bosses are. There is a boss that literally takes all of his mechanics from an earlier hard version and does time stops with them, stalls them, and forces you to remember the order in which he casts his abilities while you are dodging hundreds of split-second lasers that will one-shot you while dodging ground AoEs. This is insane, and it's so fun. So let me give you a basic overview of the gameplay. Granblue Fantasy Relink features roughly 30 distinct boss encounters and over 100 quests, each with varying difficulties and different challenges. Throughout these boss fights, you'll encounter things with multiple phases, lots of ground AoEs, different kinds of puzzles to solve mid-fight, and other really cool core mechanics. On your end, you're going to have a different variety of skills and teammates.
This is the game that I was telling you about that kind of looks like it looked like Dragalia lost a little bit. Damn, do they got a physical release of this game or is it like CD only?
Ability to dodge and perfect dodge.
I can't even speak, bro. Physical CD is the same shit. Is this CD only or is this digital?
Dodge, block, and perfect block, and also have other
played
ways
the demo,
to enhance
yes.
your build if you're already really good at the game, or you can make the game significantly easier for you with different builds if you're struggling. You'll defeat bosses to get different
Sony
boss
got
drops
Retro
and
asking
parts
if
of
everything
the
is
bosses,
physical
and
now.
the
Yo,
parts
shut
will
up.
allow you to level up weapons. Each character has a ton of different weapons with different stats, but in the end game you can farm for a special Terminus weapon. You have higher and higher tiers of weapon progression, and each weapon has its own special traits that can enhance your build. Every single character weapon in Sigil comes free with the game. There's no daily play limits and no stamina, and if you don't have every character, you can unlock them via doing different
Sexy
boss
ass
fights or
character
other
right
in-game
there, bro.
challenges. Now, personally, I'm a really big fan of all the characters in Granblue Fantasy Relink because they're based off of Granblue Fantasy, which is one of the oldest gachas around and has some of the most amazing designs in all of gacha games. Granblue Fantasy Relink is not a gacha game, but the perfect amalgamation of taking different action RPG and JRPG elements and combining it with the characters already featured in a created universe. So, as mentioned before, every character in Granblue Fantasy Relink is free once you own the game. You can buy them if you want, but they're easy to earn if you put in the time, because for example, Sandalphon, the strongest character in the game at the moment, is recruitable after defeating Lucilius roughly 1 to 3 times, depending on how lucky your drops are. All of the characters in the game feel different to play, and there are tons to choose from, with new ones being added in patches post-launch. They all have their own unique skills, you can equip 4 at a time, and the ones that you use depend on your playstyle and also the bosses that you're fighting. For example, Catalina and Lancelot can freeze bosses to allow you to skip some phases and dish out extra damage, but some bosses can't actually be frozen, so it's
can you
not
play with
always
friends from
worth
the
taking
get-go?
as a
I
skill.
doubt.
Each character also features their own level progression, skill tree progression, weapon mastery progression, and sigil builds. Now, in
This shit sounds like a lot of grinding, I'm not gonna lie.
this video, I've already talked a lot about builds in Granblue Fantasy Relink, but I'm not going to go into detail on what you should be running. I just want you to understand how flexible the building is in this game. Ultimately, Granblue Fantasy Relink is about picking a character, fighting bosses, making your character strong, and then fighting harder bosses. Early game bosses aren't too challenging, but later on, bosses can get really difficult and will require built characters or solid game knowledge to defeat. Building is a main part of the game, and if you are a fan of gacha games, you'll like this even better because it doesn't limit how much you play or your ability to earn certain things for your build. This game's build system is based around sigils. These sigils can be earned a ton of different ways, whether it's fighting bosses, buying them from the shop, appraising.
You said fuck the sale. Is there a sale on this game right now, chat? Can you get this game on sale? Damn, bruh. I might have to download it digitally, not gonna lie. And I don't want to download anything digitally in an all-digital future. But I ain't even gonna hold you. This is a multiplayer game though, right? Isn't it like based off online? No sale right now. It goes on sale plenty of times. How much was it on sale? It's very multiplayer focused. Yeah, crossplay on PlayStation. I'm not going to get it on Steam. If I get it anywhere, it's going to be on PlayStation, because I doubt this game could even play properly on my Steam Deck. Even though I could play it on PC, my PC could handle it. But let me see. Ba-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Bom, bom, bom. I hate that I gotta type the words Gran and Blue together. $40. Relink Standard Edition, $30. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for a sale, unfortunately.
Curios, or doing the in-game transmutation at Sierra's shop. These
Aren't all my Steam games digital? Yes, true. They are digital, but I like the fact that I can play it on my Steam Deck and I can play it on PC. That's what I like about it. That's the only reason why I kind of give the Steam stuff a pass, because I can play it from multiple places. I can play like on my computer. If I have a laptop and my laptop can handle it, I can play it on my laptop. I can play it on my Steam Deck. I'd rather not pay for a bunch of digital shit on PlayStation, because then I'm just stuck playing it on a PlayStation. I can't do anything else. Like, you can immediately out the gate pay with us, but I'd rather you do story first, then you can play with us, can help you grind the things in the beginning. I played the demo when it came out. It was fun. The demo was cool.
Will all have unique effects, things like adding more crit rate, adding more attack, increasing your damage dealt when you're in a combo, increasing your combo finisher's damage, making you gain ultimate faster, lowering the cooldown of your abilities the more you hit enemies. There's tons of different sigils with different effects, and you can stack a different amount of them depending on what the sigil is. For example, the damage cap sigil will allow you to hit higher damage because your damage will be capped at a certain point, and the damage cap will raise that cap of damage. I really hope what I said made sense. So the most damage cap sigils you can have is 4. However, for some sigils like supplementary damage, when you have them level 15, you can only use 3 of them at a time. Some sigils also have a give and take, like the Tyranny sigil, which grants a huge attack buff at the cost of losing max HP. There is a lot of RNG when it comes to sigil farming, but there are a ton of different ways to get them, and earning sigils and building your characters is part of the core gameplay loop, because I cannot tell you how awesome it is to start off doing basically no damage and end the game doing something like 100,000 damage per basic attack. It's really, really gratifying. And on top of that, in their version 1.3 patch, they ended up adding a sigil merging feature that allows you to risk 2 sigils for a chance to get the perfect one based off the stats of the sigils you're combining. Each sigil has a main stat, but they can also have a secondary stat that is the same level as the main stat. And if you combine 2 of these plus sigils, you have a chance to combine different stats from those 2 sigils together to make a plus sigil with 2 of the stats that you wanted. And the really important thing about Relink when it comes to RNG is that you can literally save scum it. Relink allows you to play the game how you would like to play it. So if you want to save before you try and reroll sigils, you can totally do that. You can ensure that you don't—
You could do that? Oh shit, so you could just scum. You could save scum. And they allow you to save scum. So you could save, get a roll. If it didn't do the roll that you wanted to, reload.
Don't waste any resources, and that your rolls always go the way that you want to if you're willing to save and reset the game, which is, in my opinion, something that a lot of modern games are lacking. I personally love the sigil system because you can do wacky things with it, like lower the cooldown of your ability significantly or create an unlimited perfect dodging build. My favorite custom build is my Catalina build that has a ton of HP drain and recovery. Catalina is hard to play because her stand that does most of her damage disappears if you dodge, but if you build her to face tank all of the damage and heal through it when you deal damage, she's an unkillable machine up until the super high endgame levels, which, well, they get really hard. Granblue Fantasy Relink also allows you to pick from tons of different weapons that can all have different stats and complement your build in different ways, though most characters will just end up taking the strongest weapon overall, which is an endgame weapon called the Terminus weapon. But you do have to farm an endgame boss for that, so it can take you a little bit to get it. Beyond that, you can also augment your weapons, and by leveling all of the weapons on a specific character, you can get even more bonus stats for that character. So there are just tons of different ways to progress your account and your characters, and the best part is none of it is time gated, and all of it is at your own leisure and at your pace. The ability for me to be able to queue up with my friends and fight bosses whenever we're all feeling like it and not being beholden to something like a stamina system is just really, really nice to see in a game like this. Not only is it a character collector, but it's also a character builder, a JRPG, a boss fighter, a story game, and an amazing co-op game where I've made a ton of amazing memories. With their first expansion, Endless Ragnarok, coming out very soon on July 9th, there's a ton of brand new content coming out. It'll be the perfect time to jump in, because I know for a fact your friend has told you to get this game and you were skeptical about it because people aren't really playing it anymore. Well, people are going to be playing it again, so you should just get the game, just play it, dude. It's so good. As of right now, there are 6 new confirmed characters for Endless Ragnarok, starting with 2 bosses that they're actually making playable characters, Galanza and Magliel. Galanza is a pretty big dude who has a giant spear and does, well, He hurts when you're fighting against him, so I can only imagine he'll hurt when you're playing as him too. And Magliel fights with a vast arsenal of weapons, also making her like a weapon mage or something. Then we have Beatrix, who is a fan favorite from the original Granblue
I remember her
Fantasy.
sexy
In
ass.
Relink, she has different combat stances to improve her personal damage, heal, or defend against strong attacks. I've played her in the beta, and she is quite fun. We're also getting Eustace from Granblue Fantasy, and though I don't know much of his lore, people have told me he's pretty cool. So they also just announced one of my personal favorites, Frau, and Ferial, who probably has one of the best
Oh my
3 models
gosh.
I've ever seen in an anime game. On top of that, they're going to be adding a new solo roguelike game mode that helps you progress faster, giving you tons of different sorts of boss drops and progression items. It allows you to build characters in fun new ways. We're also getting an even higher tier difficulty of quests called the Chaos tier, and I am
What?
horrified. In a recent showcase, they also showed off something called Master Styles, which to my understanding are different specializations that help you build your character a specific way.
Nah,
the fact that
bro.
they're
Yo, next time this shit go on sale, chat, let me know. I'm gonna have to put it on my PlayStation thing. Give me a sec. They added a lot of shit onto it. I'm gonna put a little check mark on this thing. Wish list. Oh, this shit is even PS5 Pro enhanced. Oh shit, I can't wait to see this shit in high defy weffy. 130 gigs? Oh my gosh. Well, luckily my Pro got a bunch of memory, and this shit I'm gonna have to delete something.
Adding this means we're probably going to be getting demolished by new bosses because I'm 99% sure we're fighting Beelzebub. Also, we have a fight against
Bells, my boob!
Sailfon and Twain, and I can just tell it's going to be crazy. Endless Ragnarok is also adding summons to the game that will be usable in the Chaos tier quests, and they are really, really cool. But not only do you get to play as summons or summon them to help you on your fights, they also will give you passive stats, so this is going to also help with your character building. In that same showcase, they also said they're going to be addressing buffs and damage cap, which means
Speaking of showcases, I haven't even been on Monster Hunter World. Have they been adding shit in World? Wilds!
means that build diversity should increase significantly in Ragnarok, and I just hope
They
that
have?
they take the time to balance out some more of the characters because they were doing that in their first few patches, and I think it helped the game a lot. Except I would still really like if Fairy could just do spin attacks to get insane SBA. That would be really nice. Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok will be available on Nintendo Switch 2, PlayStation.
You're out of your freaking mind if you think I'm gonna cop that shit for the Switch 2. I'm coming that shit for the PlayStation. PlayStation, now the gay station. Come on, Sony. Where the fuck my physical discs, bruh? 2028, bro? Really? You gonna take away my discs? Sony, really, bro? After all that meat riding I did, you gonna take away my discs? Just get it on Steam.
4 and 5, and Steam starting on July 9th with full crossplay. And you
said play it on PC? Bro, here's my question, bro. Can I play it on my Steam Deck? Nah, it says it's playable on my Steam Deck, but I don't trust that. I don't trust that little playable shit. Hold on. I want to see people's reviews if they play it on the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, Anime Monster Hunter. That's what they're calling this game. Hold on. Let me see the reviews on Steam who played on their Steam Deck. This guy got 250 hours on the Steam Deck on this shit. This game is fantastic. I'm willing to play it all over again on PC after 150 of farm on the PS5 because this had a masterpiece inside Games Heard and gave us an expansion. Great combat. So much content. All the characters are very different. These motherfuckers got hours on the Steam Deck. Story 3.5, combat characters 5 out of 5, multiplayer 5 out of 5, overall 4.5 out of 5. The best graphics I've ever experienced in this game. Damn. I just realized not too much people doing reviews on this shit. Hold on. Fuck. Okay.
Personally, can only hope that Ragnarok is truly endless. Thanks again, Relink, for sponsoring this video, and I cannot wait to see you guys on Endless Ragnarok. Also, if you want to see more Relink content, please go subscribe to my other channel, Brawlter or Brax Alter, where I'm gonna be covering the game in full as soon as the major expansion launches. Until then, I'll catch you guys next time.
Ooh.
Wow, you're still here, huh? Cygames and Relink have actually given me a code to give away to one of you guys for 1 copy of Granblue Fantasy Relink, so if you are interested, make sure to leave a like on the video and comment down below what Relink character seems coolest to you. You can actually check.
Give me that code. La Diva the best, even though she's not in the game. Give me that damn code. Afro, stop. No, Afro, don't get me shit. Afro, nobody get me shit. For the actual DLC review, hold on. Before anything, nobody get me shit. I want to receive this shit for the free ski off of Braxophone. That's what I want to receive.
Wow, thanks, Chris. I was feeling pretty crabby, but now I feel better.
Nah, this Deltarune spoilers.
After placing
a tick?
The tick into the freezer for 24 hours, it appears to have finally perished. I attempted to stretch out its limbs in order to break its death curl and potentially instigate and unlock a survival mechanism. I was met with failure. Perhaps this signals the end of this series. But when I thought about how much resilience the specimen had shown, I became inspired. I wasn't ready to give up, and I had yet to claim my revenge for the blood that it had.
You say you're trying to eat? You know what? Just because I'm gonna be nice, I'm getting off that shit. Yo, I missed this, bro. Apparently this was like a very, very exclusive event where in Pokemon Go, they were playing in Manhattan. I didn't even know that they had this shit happening, bro. I'm so fucking mad, bro. I'm so fucking mad. Because I have Pokemon Go on my shit. And even though I hate Pokemon Go, bro, I would have liked to go to that event. Pokemon Go been shafting me. They've been shafting me with a capital shaft. A mass device tracking event. Wait a fucking minute. You low-key spitting facts. You're right. They tracking my data. That's all we are. We're sheep. Wait, it's GoFest today? Wait a minute, today GoFest? And my ass is inside the house? Today is GoFest? Why is there a helicopter outside my house? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm about to end stream and I'll go walk outside, bro. You said there's a GoFest every other year. It's every year. Every year there's a GoFest. Fuck GoFest. Come on, man. I want to be the very best. I want to be... Yo, they got Mega Mewtwo on the screen. I don't have no Mega Mewtwo. Cygames open world RPG Project Awakening is still in development. 8 years after impressive PS4 reveal. God damn, it slammed the fuck out of him. Yeah, he got slammed on that wall. The The hell? He got attacked by the tall people. The tall people. Agent was in disbelief after the Big Show revealed that he was a bigger gamer than him.
And then last question, do you play games?
I do.
Or do controllers fit funny in your hands?
It's funny. A long time ago, I had an aluminum billet remote made when I was playing Call of Duty.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know, some of them kids start, you know, proning and scamming.
Drop shotting.
Yeah,
It's like,
like-
why are we doing that?
My reflexes have gone the way of the dodo. I can't play with those kids anymore. I've done a lot of, spent a lot of time on Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, you are a gamer.
And the big one I've been running now that I really love is, believe it or not, Cyberpunk. I know Cyberpunk
Hey,
got a
he
bad
gaming.
rap
At first.
He
first,
gaming.
But now I find it smooth and fun and playing. I think I've got, because of surgeries and stuff, I had a lot of time to play. I know I've got like 90 days of time in Baldur's Gate. And I've
90 days of time?
got right at about 60 days invested in Cyberpunk. So, yeah.
No way. He gaming like that?
If you're playing Baldur's Gate, I know where all the cool shit is, how to get it done. And if you're playing Cyberpunk, I know how to get certain machine guns and whatnot, how to run your local missions. Find a great submachine gun that you know is bullet penetrating.
We
It's a lot
might
of fun.
need the tips and tricks one of these days.
Where is the Big Show? Every time looking up Rios in the YouTube searches be like, oh my gosh, removed from fantasy. What? The voice actor for Wesker in Resident Evil 4 has been removed? Accused him of emotional and verbal abuse? Allegations? The claim. I dated Craig for almost a year. He was mentally and emotionally abusive and manipulative. He physically harmed me twice, both during intimacy. And I had to see a surgical specialist. God damn. That's the only thing that always throws it off for me, where I'm always like, why do you decide to come out with this information? It's like you're holding it. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to say every victim is like this, but I feel like it's so weird when you hold on to that information, and then when something good happens, you're like, now's the time for me to say this. You know what I'm saying? It could be like me and CT, right? 1950. We dated and it was the worst shit that happened between me and him, right? 10 years pass, and then 10 years from now, I'm like, you know what, guys? I just got into this crazy ass thing. Yo, this shit could change my life. I could be a millionaire. Then CT comes out like, you know what? My time with Retro. Retro, you know what he did to me 10 years back in the day? You know what he did to me? And then I'm just like, why are you mentioning this now when you could have mentioned this years ago? You know what I'm saying? Retro finally blew up. Can't wait to show everyone his Danganronpa. Yo, I don't know, bro. A lot of the time, I feel like it's weird how people just do that shit personally. I want to know, like, why did you wait so long to say something about it? You waited till bro was up to ruin his shit, if that makes any sense. The clips of Retro abusing Mario, bro, Mario was getting super abused. He was like, help me, help me. Hell no, man. Hell no. You said, I'm all for support the victims, but the timing of your post around this time of his first signing ever event as Wesker, it's like DC Douglas made you post this, trying to give himself a better chance as a comeback as Wesker. Hope you posted evidence of your claims, otherwise the timing is suspicious. That's another thing too. He says, if someone wants to investigate it, they can, but I'm not going to believe her just off of saying this, especially since, as per usual, the woman refused to say anything until the guy got famous. That's what I'm saying is weird.
I call it the thrown tomato theory.
That's what I find
If you
that's
hold
weird.
the tomato until it becomes rotten, it hits far harder when you throw it at someone in the spotlight than a regular tomato would.
True, but it's like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, but then they would claim like all this stuff like, oh, I was so mentally and physically abused. But I'm like, why did you wait till now? You used it as a gotcha moment, but then it's like, then it comes down to me in my head where I'm like, so did you really get affected by this, or are you just using this as a means to just, I don't know, bro. I'm just like, bro, you could have said something before. I was there when Retro let Rios die. She better have a document with screenshots. That's another thing that you got to do. If you're making claims like this, you better have like police reports. You better have not autopsies, but you know what I'm saying? You better have like stuff in play where like you actually was hurt to the point where like you search stuff up, people give you documentation saying yes, this happened, blah blah blah. If you're just saying this and then people ask you like, hey, so did you file a police report? No. Did you go to an actual medical person and got all this information? No. Then it's one of those things where it's just like, so are you doing this for clout? Or it goes from petty streamer relationships to celebrity to motherfuckers being government officials.
I was there when the first mod team got obliterated. Except Kami, the lone survivor.
That's funny. Cammy the lone survivor. Cammy the lone survivor. I don't know, man. No. The average single male changes his sheets 4 times a year. Damn. Someone out there is doing it weekly, changing their numbers. Disgusting. Bro, this goes back to the yellow pillow. The fire alarm accidentally went off while this football team was training in the gym. Firefighter showed up, made sure everything was good, and then one of them decided to hop on the bench and start repping 225. Oh, hell yeah. As a firefighter, too, you have to be built. You have to be built. As a firefighter, you're walking around with all that gear. You're walking with a big-ass oxygen tank on your back. Bro, if you're weak as shit, you can't be a firefighter. Oh, he benching that shit easy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
One more. 10. Nice. Why they got the saxophones playing in the background? I hate that fucking audio. It's just a bunch of fucking noise. Like turn that shit off. That wasn't even a saxophone moment. Who the fuck uploaded this shit, bro? Oh my god. Fuck those saxophones, bro. I'm tired of those fucking saxophones. He says overused. It's overused out the ass. Meta has enabled a setting that allows anyone to use your public Instagram photos to create AI images of you unless you opt out. You're gonna use my face for artificial intelligence? You better give me a paycheck, bitch. What the fuck? Get me out of here, bro. Okay. You already look like a bot, Retro. Class. Class. You're about to beat your ass, Class. I'm about to beat your ass. I'm about to beat your ass, Class. Give me a sec. Let me get my coffee. I never got my coffee. Walk around the hood and slap a bitch. Beep. Walk around the hood and slap a bitch. Beep. Fee, fi, fo, fum, put a finger in my bum. Beep. I love you more goody. Walk around the hood and slap a bitch. Beep. On my mama, you ain't talking all that shit.